All right, a gorgeous weekend is coming on. The time now, 10:18, and a beautiful night in store for us. Of course, this morning we were a lot cooler on the North Shore in the mid to upper 40s, with just a few spots in the mid to upper 50s on the South Shore. But we'll start our gradual warming trend as we head into tomorrow and then the rest of the week as well. Today we topped out about 76, so sunny and 75 yesterday, sunny and 76 today, and we'll continue with the trend of the upper 70s to low 80s for the next few afternoons. So a beautiful evening looking onto downtown from our WWL rooftop camera, and of course a gorgeous moon. We're going to really be looking for that on Tuesday morning. At the moment, everybody's somewhere between the mid 50s to mid 60s between the North Shore and South Shore, and we'll continue to watch our temperatures fall into the 50s overnight. Dew point values right now in the mid 50s across New Orleans, and we're going to see temperatures come pretty close to those same numbers heading into the overnight time frame. So for that reason and light winds, there's a very small chance we could see a little bit of additional fog like we were dealing with the last few mornings, but it will be a lot less widespread. So we'll head into the next few hours with mostly clear skies, then a few clouds return as we get to 3 a.m. By 5 a.m., most spots have fine visibility, but we'll be with you tomorrow morning to track any need for those low beams and slower drive times. As we head into 7 a.m. and then the rest of the day, your gradual temperature rise will go from the mid 70s to right around the upper 70s for highs. Here's your fog forecast again. Most spots right around the 10-mile visibility, so we shouldn't have too much trouble. And then we'll quickly rise into the upper 60s and low 70s as we approach the late morning. By the warmest part of the day, mid 70s to upper 70s return, and then we'll fall back into the lower 70s and 60s for tomorrow night. We'll have light winds as well, but eventually you could see a couple gusts into the teens for the afternoon time frame, so something to keep in mind for our boaters. And as we're waking up on Tuesday morning, temperatures will gradually rise just a bit into the upper 50s and low to mid 60s. This is when you may have an exciting opportunity to look off to the west and see a total lunar eclipse, which is rare for us. If you remember the total solar eclipse, of course, also rare and not always in the path of totality. We're going to be in the path of totality for this. So between 5:04 a.m. and 6:02 a.m., if you look up to the west, we'll have clear visibility and the moon is going to appear red. Really awesome. Hope you can get up and catch that. Definitely worth setting the alarm clock for. Of course, we've been extremely dry across our area, and we were dealing with significant wind that allowed for really concerning fire weather danger over the last week. We've now seen even more of our area included in the drought monitor outlook, with extreme conditions down towards Houma and all the way to the coastline, severe drought concerns just south of New Orleans before Houma, and then a little bit of an improvement up to the North Shore, but still abnormally dry scenarios. So we actually can use the rain that may be in our forecast for the later part of this week and this weekend. Of course, we've been looking at all that dry air that came through on the backside of Friday's front, pushing offshore and then also moving off to the east, but we're about to see a bit of a pattern change shape up. So over the next few days, we will be under this upper level ridge that keeps warm air in place, and we're also going to see a little bit of humidity return in terms of moisture. But if you look off to the west, we'll have another disturbance approaching us for later on this week into the weekend, and that could bring some rain chances, which again, we could use. So you'll notice here comes all that warmer, more humid air across southeast Louisiana and the region as a whole. We'll be watching for the chance of rain anywhere between 20 and about 40% starting on Thursday and then carrying into your weekend Saturday and Sunday. Of course, we'll fine tune the details in terms of timing as we get a little closer. And believe it or not, next weekend we are springing forward already, meaning we're losing that hour of sleep Saturday into Sunday, waking up with the sunrise not until 7:18 on Sunday morning and not setting until 7:03. So if you're a fan of longer days, they are not far off. And of course, it felt very spring-like to end the month of February and start March, and we'll continue with warmer than normal temperatures for the next 6 to 10 days as well. So if you aren't a fan of winter, then hopefully it's behind us. Of course, each and every afternoon this week, we top out anywhere from the upper 70s to low 80s. Overnight, we'll start to see a gradual trend towards the 60s consistently, with a little bit of a fog opportunity tomorrow, and then the rain chances returning by the end of the weekend next weekend.